Hello, friends. The Lord be with you. Today, I just want to share a beautiful passage from Paul's letter to the Romans, chapter 12, verse 9 through 18. Love must be sincere. Hate what is evil. Cling to what is good. Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. Never be lacking in zeal, but keep your spiritual fervor, serving the Lord. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. Share with the Lord's people who are in need. Practice hospitality. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Mourn with those who mourn. Live in harmony with one another. Do not be proud, but be willing to associate with people of low position. Do not be conceited. Do not repay anyone evil for evil. Be careful. Do what is right in the eyes of everyone. If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live in peace with everyone. This is the word of the Lord. Today, I just want to focus on verse 12 because this is a description of the Christian life. Rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, and constant in prayer. Hope is the foundation of our joy. It means that for the Christian, things may be really bad right now, and yet this situation can't take away her joy. The joy is the joy of hope. Christians set their hearts on how good it will be in the age to come, in the presence of Christ. So as we go through this situation right now, please, friends, do not burn out. Hang on to the joy of Christ in the midst of challenges. So tribulation is the reality of this world. The challenges of life are the results of this broken world. But Christians can rejoice in tribulation, and not just in health and peace and security. Tribulation drives the root of joy down into hope. The future joy streams back into the present tribulation and lightens every load. Friends, keep the faith in the midst of this challenging time. And then prayer. Prayer is the source of our strength. When we pray, we always see and experience the greatness of our God. Jesus gave us the greatest example of a praying life. During his earthly ministry, his highest priority was to be in the presence of his Father at all times. So during this challenging season, spend time with God. Spend time in prayer. And finally, all of this is connected with the main focus of love of verses 9 through 11. Verse 9 focuses on love, and it says, let love be genuine. In this verse, Paul explains that hating evil and holding fast to what is good is essential to love. Then verse 10 intensifies that call to love one another with devotion, honoring the other person above ourselves. Some versions use the strong words of family affection. Love one another with brotherly affection, and shows how loving to give honor rather than to get honor is part of that love. So when we get to verse 12, we have the dominant theme of love ringing in our ears. That is the essence of the will of God for His church. That is why we must be transformed in the renewing of our minds to know in each situation what love looks like. So verse 12 has a banner flying over it. All this is for love. All this is for love. Rejoice in hope. Be patient in tribulation. Be constant in prayer. All for the sake of loving each other and loving our enemies as we ought. In this way, Christ becomes more visible and more real and more convincing to the world. May the peace of God be with all of you as we all go through this challenging season. God bless you all.